Hello team, today's challenge is closest time direction, where we're given two different times and we need to find out whether we should go forward or backwards to find the closest time. There is a chance in here where it might be equal, where it is 12 hours either way, right? So we'll have to sort that out as well. But let's jump into it. So over here, the first thing that I'm going to do is create a function that we have seen before. Okay, this is something that I've used on other challenges. We're going to call it time to minutes. If I can type, there it is. Time to minutes takes that time and does something. What does it do? Well, first we get the hours and the minutes, just like this. And what do we get that from? Well, we split it from time. Okay, splitting on that colon. Okay. The reason that we do it this way is because our time is going to be in an hours and minutes format. We have no way of funneling that into something like the date API. So we need to do it manually. And that's what we're doing here. We're getting that out and then we return some math, right? So right here, we take the hours, which is currently a string. So we coerce it to a number, multiply that by 60, and then add the minutes, which is also a string. So let's do that, okay? And at this point, we get our time in minutes. So we can use that right here. This is going to be const, okay? Const or let? I think it should be let. Let me check a thing here. So time 1 in minutes. That's going to be time 2 minutes. If I could type time 2 minutes, and we send in time 1. Okay. We're going to duplicate this and change the number so that we get time to minutes in time 2. And now, because of that let, we're going to make a small adjustment here. And the small adjustment is what happens if we've crossed the midnight threshold, right? What happens if we are in a new day? And in theory, that means that this time here is less than this time here, right? So we need to make that small correction. That's going to be an if. We get time 2 minutes, time 2 minutes, time 2 minutes. I just realized I did a thing there, but time number 2 minutes, if it is less than time number 1 minutes, then we are going to go time number 2 minutes plus 1440, which is 24 hours in minutes. So 60 minutes times 24 hours, 1,440, right? So that we flip it to the next day, okay? At this point, we can get our difference. So let's go minutes, the actual minutes, and that's going to be time 2 minutes. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Minus time 1 minutes, okay? Now we just need to put it together. So down here, if minutes equals 720, so if it equals half of the day, okay, and exactly half the day, it can't be 721, it can't be 719. If it is 720, then we return equal, lowercase this time, okay? If minutes is less than 720, then we return forward, okay? Otherwise, we return backward, okay? Backward, just like that. And that does it, right? That gets it done. So what we're doing here is we're saying, hey, is it less than 720? Well, then the closer direction is forward. Otherwise, if it's greater than, then it must be the other direction. It must be, okay? Now, there are ways to do this where we could have simplified this. So if I grab just this part really fast, going down here and getting rid of some stuff. What are we doing? Well, we're going to get rid of pretty much all this, okay? The two returns stay the same, but all this can go away for a second, and we are going to grab something. This is going to be minutes and the sign, okay? And we're going to get that from temporal dot plain time, okay? Just like this, which we drop down and we go from time 1. Okay, so we're creating a temporal time from time 1. Now, because we've done that, we can go until time 2. And inside the system, uh, Temporal will change this for us. Will change time 2 to a temporal time so that it can do this math. Okay, making sure that I got that. Temporal.plain time from. It's weird that it's not changing this. I hope that that works. Let's find out together. Okay. The other thing that we need is a unit, because right now this will return the largest unit being an hour. So we'll get hours and minutes. That doesn't really help us. What we want is largest unit, and we want to set that to minutes. Okay. At this point, the only thing that we really need to do now is change based on the day flip. Now, I was told that temporal plain time should actually do this for us, but I haven't been able to make that work. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's the way that I wrote this or something. So instead, I'm going to do an if statement, and I'm going to check the sign. Okay, the sign is going to be equal to -1. If it is, then minutes needs to be plus equals whatever that was, that full day. Okay, we need to jump ahead. At which point now, again, it works. Okay, and it works quite a bit less, right? With if you inline these as a single line, then really it's only 4 lines of code inside of this function, right? So options, the problem being that temporal is not in Safari yet. Still waiting on that at the time of this video. Apparently it's in the technology preview, so maybe soon, okay? For now, this is it. So we took a function that we've seen before that converts it to minutes. It's easier to do the math if it is a single unit, and minutes is our smallest unit in this case because we have hours and minutes. So going to minutes makes sense. We do a little bit of math to flip the day in case it goes past midnight, right? And then we get the difference. We call it minutes here. It could have been diff, right? And do the output. And then, of course, we explored it using temporal, which once it's here, it's going to be awesome because it's just so much easier, right? So much easier. We didn't need the conversion or anything. We just used it, which is amazing. That's it. Again, not every solution, just hopefully one good solution. If you found others, if you like this, if you hate this, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this is being closest time direction, and I will see you tomorrow.